Okay, so today we're looking at written form, expanded form, and standard form. This material is touched on in second grade and it goes up to the number of 1,200. So we're going to touch on this again. I thought it'd be a good idea to do this material in a video for my third graders for the fact that they actually have touched on this. We're just going to expand on it and refresh on it. So for the first number, I'm going to work on and changing from written form to expanded form and standard form. I'm going to start with 38,044. And I'm going to get a different color to do the different form. So let me get that. Okay. So we have our written form here, and this is 38,044. I preferably like going from written form to standard form before I go into expanded form, and I have a reason for that, but let me show you. So the first things first, let's label our places. So the first place is going to be our ones, and then we're going to have our tens, our hundreds, and I should probably put that there, hundreds, and then we go into the 1,000s, our 10,000s, and our 100,000s. Okay, so looking at this number, it's 38,044. So looking here, I already know where my thousand is. So this is what I'm going to look at first. And I obviously don't have any hundreds here because this is 38. So I have 30 10,000s, or I have 3 10,000s because that's 30. So right here I'm going to put my 3. And then right here I have 8 thousands. So I have 8 sets of 1,000s. So right here that's going to be an 8. So 38,000 is right here in my tens and my 1,000s place. So the thousands are taken care of. Now we're going to go into our ones places, or our hundred place. So in our hundreds, we don't have anything. Right here we just have 44. So no hundred is needed, so we have 0 sets of hundreds. And it's saying we have 44. Which means we have 4 sets of 10 and 4 ones, right? 38,044. Everything is broken down into its place, and then let's take it out of here and see how it looks. So 38,044. Perfect. So from our written form, we went to standard form. And now we're going to go into expanded form. So let me get my next marker. For expanded form, I really like having this broken down in this way. And the reason is because it makes it really simple. So let's start with our ones. Looking at our ones, we have 4 ones. So 4 plus, how many tens do we have? We have 4 sets of tens, which means we have 40. We have 0 hundreds, so I don't need to put anything there. We have 8 sets of 1,000s. So that means we have 8,000. And then we have 3 sets of 10,000s, which is equivalent to having 30,000. So we have our ones, our tens, our 1,000s, and our 10,000s. And when this is all added together, this also equals out to 38,044. So we have our written form, our standard form, and our expanded form. Okay? Now let's try our next number. And this time we're going to start with a number. So this time our number is going to be 1,201. Okay? So if our number is 1,201, breaking this down to expanded form, let's put it in its place, right? So looking at this, we know this is our ones. Right here, these are our ones. This is our tens place. This is our hundreds. And this is our 1,000s. Remember that? So, and I'll actually write this number over here so you can still look at it like not so crazy and broken up. So 1,201. Putting that into expanded form, we're going to do what we did last time. So we're going to look at the first place, our ones place. We have one set of ones. So we're going to put a 1 plus what's in our tens. We have no sets of tens, so we don't need to put anything there in the expanded form equation. Next, we have 2 sets of hundreds. So that is equivalent to 200. And then, lastly, we have one set of 1,000. So we're going to put 1,000. Okay? So 1 plus 200 plus 1,000 is the expanded form of 1,201. And when we write this out, the way it would look in written form is 1,000, 200 and 1. So again, we have our standard form, expanded form, and our written form. And each of these are just different ways of showing the same value of 1,201. And then we're just going to have one more example. And our last example is going to be of the number. I didn't get the expanded form. There we go. So it's 20,000 plus 500 plus 90 plus 5. So this is the expanded form of our last equation. So it's 20,000 plus 500 plus 90 plus 5. So the first thing we're going to do is set up our place chart again. So like I told you before, we could go straight to written form, but I don't know, I think my go-to is always going to be going to standard form first. If you want to do it differently, that's fine. That's just my go-to. So again, going to standard form. So we have our ones place, our tens place, ones, tens, hundreds, 1,000s, 10,000s, and 100,000s. Cool? Looks good? Okay. So let's start over here. And the first thing I see is in the ones place, we have a 5. So right here, I'm going to put my 5. And then in the tens place, we do have the value of 90, which means I have 9 sets of tens. Then let's jump over here to the hundreds spot. In the hundreds spot, I have 500. So I have 5 sets of hundreds. in the 1000s, I don't have a value here. So here I'm just going to put a 0 because I have 0 sets of 1000. And then we have the 10,000s, which is right over here. And we have 2 sets of 10,000 because we have 20,000. So again, that was 20,000 plus 500 plus 90 plus 5. So we have 20,595. Right? Perfect. The transition is pretty easy. It looks familiar. And the last thing we're going to do is write this in written form. So it's 20,000, 20,000, 500, and 95. Cool? So now that we have looked at 3 different examples, starting with 38,044, our second example was 1,201, and our last example was 20,595. So we've done this 3 different times. This should be familiar. If you learned how to do it a different way, you're more than welcome to use it. As long as your values are consistent in each form, that's all that matters. So again, we're doing the written form, expanded form, and standard form. That's everything. Bye.